5 ways to develop your mindset for success. Show reel.
People have today isn't that they're struggling, isn't that they can't get out of their shit. It's because the shit that they're in isn't big enough. And why I say that is because if that shit was big enough right now, if the people had a gun pointed to their head, they would actually get their ass moving. Always understand that emotions is what leads to motion. It's energy in motion. So if your emotional drive is not strong enough, you're not going to do anything to get out of it.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Motivational Mondays. Guys, I've decided to put Motivational Mondays together is because a lot of you have been asking for different things, whether it's to do with business, whether it's to do with wealth, whether it's to do with a mindset, whether it's to do with spirituality. That's why now we have Spiritual Sundays, okay? But today is Motivational Mondays. I thought it would be a very nice way to actually charge up your week, right? Set your week up for a high and really cruise through the whole week. Actually, you need to watch every single video every single day. I'm doing daily videos to hold you accountable now. So make sure 8 a.m. UK time will be posted every single day. So for those of you who are new to this channel, this is Erico here, international speaker, entrepreneur, and best-selling author. And in this video, I want to share with you the 5 ways to develop your mindset for success. And the biggest thing is, a lot of people always ask me when I'm speaking around stages all around the world. They always say, Eric, a lot of people talk about mindset, but why is it that there's so many speakers out there teaching mindset, but most people still aren't getting results? And the biggest thing actually brings us nicely onto point number 1. Because let me tell you something, I was a college dropout at age 19. I was never the academic type. A lot of you watching this video right now, you're smarter than me, right? You're more intelligent than me. You have higher IQs than me. But then that's besides the point, because what I found actually, it's not down to how much information you read or how many IQs you have. And I found that it is to do with mindset, whether we like it or not, right? They say success is 80% psychology and 20% mechanics. Because let's face it, if it was just about the step-by-step strategy, how to do business well, I would just write down a business book, all of you will be successful. But the biggest problem to why most people aren't successful in business, right? Most businesses fail. The facts show that, right? It's not just me saying it. But the biggest reason behind that is because most people think it's theory. They read books, they make a business plan, they spend years and years and years writing the business plan and perfecting it, and finally they get into business and find out that business is not like the business plan, and this is how life is, this is how everything is in life. And that's why it's very important to understand step number 1, okay, to actually develop that mindset for success. Step number 1 is to unlearn. And why is this so? It's because, some of you, with the last 10 years, or not 10 years, I don't think we've got any 10-year-olds watching this. I don't know what the average age group, I think, is around 20, 30s. Anyway, the last 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, some of you 60 years are still joining us on this YouTube video. Well done, you. Oh, yes. Yes, well done. Okay, so guys, so it doesn't matter how long you've been around, right? But for those amount of years, think about it, right? You've had so much social conditioning through your upbringing, through society, through your environment, and then you expect to go to a motivational event, or you expect to go to a video, a YouTube video like this, and you think that is gonna change your life around, okay? Let me tell you something, it'll take a little bit more than that. Okay, and the reason behind it is because if you think about it like this, if you take a cup, okay, this very big cup, okay, so if you take a cup, this is your past conditioning. So if this is your past conditioning, now you're watching a 3-minute video, you've got 30, 40 years of conditioning there, you use a 3-minute video, stack the new information on top, what will happen? You get what we call a change of state. Right? Not a change of life, a change in state. So what that means is you'll watch this video and you'll be like, man, this is so amazing. It's changed my life. I get these comments all the time, which is really, really cool. Thank you so much. Keep them coming in, right? But the thing is this, right? When people do that, they say change their life, and then they go back into their everyday environment, and because of their past habitual forming, right, from all of those amount of years, what happens is we are all creatures of habit. So with that habit that you formed over the years, it's very hard for a 3-minute video or even a 3-day event or anything to change your life in such a way, right? It takes a lot more than that. And that's why a lot of the time when we run 3-day training events, it's all about transformation. And the process of transformation always starts from step 1, is to unlearn. How do we actually get rid of the limiting beliefs, the disempowering beliefs, right? How do we get rid of that stuff? That is transformation. And when you take away the stuff, right, so that the cup is full, you empty the cup, then you pour the new, the great stuff in, right? The new belief stuff in, the new success mindset stuff in. But the first process has to be pulling out all of the weeds. You need to get rid of all of the weeds. And that is the first process. So the first process to actually develop your mindset is to understand and accept that maybe the past conditioning hasn't got you to where you want to be right now. And the only way to do it is to actually first pull out the weeds. So let go of your past teachings, pull out the weeds. And it's very hard just to listen to that and say, pull it out. But there are some processes that can take place. And I can take you through these processes through a YouTube video. If you guys are interested in this stuff, just comment below, say yes to it, and then I'll create a video and then we'll go through a process in one of these videos. How about that? So the first process is unlearning. The second way to develop your mindset is to find yourself a mentor. Okay, find yourself a mentor. And the very important thing with finding yourself a mentor, let me tell you something. Don't just find any mentor. Find a mentor who has the exact results you want. The biggest problem I see a lot of the time when they find a mentor, they find somebody who maybe is a business coach, right? And then they use those people as mentors. But the thing is, sometimes a business coach, maybe that's their job, right? They might not even have a business, right? It's just like financial advisors. Our financial advisor, excuse me if you are a financial advisor, this is no dig at you, but this is the reality, right? Financial advisors, are they the most richest people in the world? No. But they teach everybody else how to manage their finances, which is an interesting thing. And that's why business consultants, franchise consultants, all these consultants, I find it very, very interesting. A lot of the time, the first thing you want to see and the first thing you want to ask when you're finding a mentor is, do they have the exact results that you want? And are they living the life that you desire to live? And if it is, then you need to be all ears. You need to find that mentor. Okay, so the second thing is find a mentor. Again, if you want me to create a video in terms of how to go about finding a mentor, because there's a whole process in that, just comment below. If I get enough comments, then I will create the video for you. Okay, so the second thing is find a mentor, but most importantly, find a mentor with results. Number 3, find a coach. Now, some of you will be thinking, you said find a mentor, find a coach, what's the difference, okay? This is how I see mentor and coach. I see mentor as somebody who has the key strategies. They got the results before you. A coach not necessarily has to be beyond your level, but I think a coach, a great coach, is somebody who holds you accountable. If you look at it, the greatest athletes out there, they all have coaches, right? Your best basketball players, your best tennis players, your best anything out there, they all have coaches. Why is that so? Does it mean the coach needs to run faster than them? No. But a great coach is somebody who holds you accountable. What does that mean? It means that the moment you say, does my bum look big in this? And if it does, they say, yes, it does. They say it as is. They say it how it is, right? They speak the truth. And notice one thing, right? A lot of the time when a great coach speaks to you, you feel like it's a dig. You feel like they're trying to you feel like they smack you in the face or something. But they didn't really just smack you in the face. They're saying it because they care. They're saying it because that's the truth. And the truth hurts temporarily. But understand that pain, that temporary pain, right, is something that's going to push you to new results, right? So find a coach that will hold you accountable. That's very, very crucial. Point number 4 is environment. Why is environment so important, right? They say if you took your annual income, your annual salary, and you actually took the average of the 5 people that you hang around with most of the time, you took the average salary of those, your salary usually is not too far away from theirs. And the reason behind that is because whether we like it or not, we are influenced and we absorb the energy from the people around us. Whether we like it or not, this is just how it works. So what's really, really crucial is for us to actually understand our environment, the people we spend most time with, right? They say your network is your net worth. So organize your network in a way where it's nice and balanced and you have people that you spend time with who are beyond your level in certain aspects of your life, who are at the place where you want to be. And when you spend time hanging around with them, right, the more time you hang around with them, the more you will develop that mind. That's why a lot of the time we hold a lot of mastermind trips, right? By the way, any of you interested in joining us for mastermind trips, you guys want to hang out or something, just go to hacademy.com and you'll be able to see the mastermind trips there. I think the next one's in Bali, which is really, really cool because the amount of time you spend with successful people, I develop myself all the time. I put myself in different environments on a different level. I hang around with billionaires, you know, for that matter. And because I want to know how they think, I want to know how they achieve results. I want to know how to push myself to that next level too, right? And so it's very, very important to understand your environment and manage your environment. So you manage your time spent with the different people, right? Because if you hang around with negative people all day long, every single day, that is going to sabotage the way you think, that is going to sabotage the results, right, going forward. So it's very important to understand your environment. Point number 5. I'm doing that again. I don't know why. This is 5 to me. 5. Point number 5. Okay, guys. So point number 5 is what we call habitual forming. A big strategy that I've been developing, and I've recently been writing a book on this because it's very, very powerful stuff. And how habitual forming works is, if you understand this, okay, so first of all, we unlearn. So we unplug the weeds, right, out of your brain, all of the past conditioning, get rid of it. The second thing is we find a mentor, somebody who's got the right knowledge to learn from, okay? The third thing is we have a coach to give us an ass kicking and make sure they hold us accountable. Then we have our environment, who are an empowering environment, who fuel us towards our goal too. Right? Now we have all of this in place. The biggest thing we need to do now is to keep practicing all of the above, right? We keep practicing everything outside of our comfort zone. Why I keep saying that is because outside of our comfort zone is where the magic happens. So you practice, you practice, you practice. And let me tell you something, and let me give you the expectation you might have right now, is that throughout that practice, because you're doing something you've never done before, you're doing something that's unfamiliar, you're doing something that your mentor told you, right? And you kind of think, I want to do my way, but stop thinking your way, because your way hasn't worked so far, so do it their way. Right? Build the strong foundations. Once you have the foundations coming in, once you have the money coming in, once you have the life that you desire, then do it whichever way you want to do it, okay? But get the foundations right. Be all ears and listen. This is what I've learned throughout my journey. That's how I've been able to get results in all areas of my life, by just listening, right? Be there, be all there, listening, right? And once you've done all of that and you know exactly the steps you need to take, then keep practicing them. The more you practice it, on that conscious level, the more you program the conscious to actually zap into the subconscious or the unconscious. And that unconscious programming is going to be the most powerful source that will take you from where you are right now to where you want to be. Anyway, guys, that's it from this week. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give us a thumbs up. Make sure to comment below if there's any other topics you would like me to cover around business, around motivation, around success, around mindset, around spirituality even. And I am doing daily videos now. I'm going to take you traveling around the world. I'm currently in Malta. If you want to travel Malta, check out the last video and you'll be able to see our whole journey. It's beautiful here. Guys, anyway, that's it from me today. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notifications button so you get in touch with all the inspiration, motivation, and all the knowledge that I'm sharing every single day. Anyway, guys, that's it from me, and boom!